In this episode of the Zach and Jay Show, we interrogate a witch, a cult, and one of us changes our name, plus society rejects us.
Outcasted from society.
Oh, and we write an Amazon bestseller. We are not joking.
Are you doing this for college or something?
What's in a name? Names are the strongest connection we have to our individuality. Whether we like it or not, they play a huge part in our identity. They're the first thing we tell people and often our last mark on the earth. And we think that some celebrities have taken it too far. And we're not talking about compass directions or seeded fruit, because this year of all years, the lifelike humanoid Elon Musk has taken the throne by calling his newborn son... Wait, how do I say that?
How do you say the name?
Well,
one of our first questions when we saw this, along with the rest of the world, was, what does this mean for this kid?
we're all sort of plugged in as like nodes on the network.
So, in our most charitable act yet, we've decided to put ourselves in this child's shoes and see what it's really like to live with the name XÆA-Xii Musk. So strap yourselves in, because this video contains witches, cults, and some questionable life choices, exclusively on the 2-year anniversary and return of the Zach and Jay Show. So this video actually started ages ago. It was in lockdown and Elon Musk and Grimes decided to name their newborn kid XÆA-Xii after the elvish spelling of AI and a high altitude reconnaissance airplane. You can't make this shit up. Simply put, we thought if it's good enough for Musk, then it's good enough for one of us. And from that point onwards, we decided that one of us would be changing our name legally by deed poll. So naturally, we arranged a call with Richard Coates, who's a lecturer at our old university and expert in onomastics, which is basically the study of names. So we thought we're going to chat to you, who's probably the voice of reason in all of this madness. It seems that the rich and famous kind of go for these left field strange names. Have you heard Elon Musk's child's name?
I couldn't pronounce it.
Couldn't pronounce it. I think it's XÆA-Archangel.
So I think there are plenty of advantages from a child's point of view in having a name that doesn't stand out too much. David Bowie's son was Zowie Bowie. Yeah, I've noticed since then he trades under the name of Duncan. That tells you more than any theory-based thing I could say to you.
Because it's almost like the most selfish thing, I suppose, when you say it like that a famous person can do, really.
You said it.
Yeah. So, old Richie boy may not have been a fan of having a left field name, and that's fair enough. A study by Harvard actually found that people with weird names are way more likely to suffer from psychosis than people with normal names. But still, we were interested to hear the other side of the story, and this is where it starts getting weird. In our search, we stumbled across the Caballerians, who have developed their own philosophy that basically says they can figure out your true name, which will align with your soul, make you find purpose in your life, and transform it. Sounds weird, I know. It is.
Many people have the idea that changing human nature or their own lives is out of reach.
Very weird. Of course, we sent them an email and we organised a call, but before that, we stumbled across another woman called Fairly, and she had basically got her name changed by the Caballerians and had some weird things to say about them. And it turns out she's also a witch. We figured it'd be better to chat to the witch before the Caballerians. Logic.
Easy, Tiger!
This f***ing church broke.
No, mate. Is she a witch?
I've seen on your website that you say that you're a witch. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Hundreds of years ago, you'd get burnt at the stakes for being a witch.
Yeah, you've got to tell us more about that one. You can't just drop that in a sentence. Yeah, I'm a bit of a witch, by the way.
You were the ones that dropped it into a sentence. I did not drop that.
I mean, I think we dropped it in wanting to know more. It wasn't like, oh, by the way, okay, that's cool, see ya.
Being a witch is part of what I do. I work with herbs. I, work with like traditional plant medicines and things like that. The Caballerian Society, they give you a list of names that are perfectly balanced to bring you like all of these, harmonious personality traits, and you change your destiny by changing your name.
Do you feel like any of that come through in your life?
I do. I absolutely do feel like I have changed a lot since this, and I can kind of confidently be like, yeah, that's me. I'm that person.
So, after hearing a bit about Fairley's experience, we decided to pitch her the name to see what she thought.
Right, I'll put it in the chat now.
So is that a mathematical equation? Honestly, I'm going to be really interested to hear what they have to say about this name. They're really tight-lipped about how they arrive at the process. And it does kind of seem like a really shady cult. And people will just swear, like, ever since I found them, my life has been changed. And I owe it all to them and their resources.
We got ourselves into. We just wanted a quick name change. Now we're opening up an unknown, tight-lipped cult that no one knows about. But I don't like this.
That was fascinating.
Just don't speak for a bit. What the
She was cool.
Yeah, she was sick. She was the nicest witch I've ever met.
The nicest witch I've ever. So after hearing about Fairley's good experience with changing her name to Fairley, we were fairly sure about... We were fairly convinced that this could open some new doors for us. Would our hopes and dreams finally be realised? Would it fill that empty pit deep inside one of our stomachs? Or would it finally allow us to hit 1 million subscribers? Who knows? Please subscribe and fill the empty void in my stomach. I don't even have a second camera to do this shot. I've had to move it round here. I'm going to have to move it back when I do this. Yeah, you should do that. We were one day into this name-changing business and we had already been chatting to a witch and she had warned us about chatting to the Caballerian cult. Well, it was too late because we organised a call with Doria. Plus, we wanted to get their opinion on our suggested new name.
When we saw your qualities in your name, we thought, oh, it's no wonder you two, you're both very independent, but you have a creativity that draws from each other.
We're a global group. I got involved very young. I was less than 3 years old.
I was 9 months old.
Do you feel that kind of your name being changed has enlightened your life?
Most definitely. Name is a conscious energy, which you will come to understand, perhaps on another level over time.
Would that make the world a much better place? Would we not see a lot of conflict?
The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that's our ideal, because every letter in a name has a mathematical position.
This is not just a willy-nilly principle. This is a scientific, mathematically applicable, provable principle of the measurement of the energies of mind. And this is the human condition, that when people discover a truth, wow, the world opens up to them.
I just got goosebumps, I don't know about you.
Very eloquently put.
So, scientific, mathematically applicable, provable principles of the energy of the mind aside, we wanted to see what they thought about our new suggested name. Is it true that perhaps one name could be like the beacon of light and it kind of opens it up inside you? And put it in the chat now.
Are you talking about the XEA-12?
Yes.
How would you pronounce it?
XÆA-Xii.
One of the challenges that you might face with a name like that, this is a symbol and it's representative of a machine. You set the foundation for confusion. Who is this person?
But if you took that vibration, it wouldn't bring you what you're really looking for, to be quite honest.
Safe to say they weren't over the moon. Well, we had more pressing questions. Some people were saying like this looks like a cult or trying to get everyone into a sort of family tree name. And
a cult is regimentation of thinking along certain precepts. Our principle teaches mental individuality. You are free to be yourself. There's nothing cultish about that. This is a provable, testable, verifiable fact.
So that was 3 out of 3 people who didn't approve of the name. But why should we listen? We want to show this billionaire child in America that he was not alone. So one of us had to take the chalice. Who would disregard 25 years of their previous life, childhood memories and former self? Who would do that at a drop of a hat? It was time to find out.
Oh, this
okay. Put your hands out, equal to mine. Oh, well, that's pretty f***ing decisive.
XÆA-Xii Angel, baby!
Ah, yeah.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Elon Musk will now take you. How do you feel? Do you feel like the stars have aligned?
I feel liberated. I will be the oldest XÆA-Xii Angel in the world. I'll probably be the first one to die. I'll be the poorest one. I'll have the most hair, I'll have the biggest dick. What could I do with this power? Like, could he become my legal guardian?
I mean, you could, I imagine, but you won't. Look, but I've changed my name to your son's name. Yeah, sorry mate, no. Nah.
Wait, they've changed it. They changed that yesterday. Interesting turn of events. May the 25th, that's yesterday. Elon Musk and Grimes changed their child's name instead of XÆA-Xii to XÆA-Xii. UK Deed Poll Office. Current name, Zach Alsop.
What first name has 2 spaces?
Wait, shall I change my surname?
Yeah, I thought you would.
Really? That's my family name.
Should you flip a coin for it or spin the bottle for it?
Okay.
Right, if it lands in that direction, it's Musk.
Musk it is. Okay, right, payment.
If you're inheriting.
I just press
Elon
submit.
Musk.
I've done it. Hey! I hit that by accident.
Well, there we go then.
Well, that's it. We didn't double check if I definitely spelled it right. In slight anxiety that I didn't.
Go on Google for that. It's XII.
I didn't do that.
So you've gone Archangel 2. That plane that is super fast, doesn't attack, great in battle but non-violent. You've gone for like a B-Tech version. Bro, Elon Musk is never gonna take you right now. What a twat!
I've just applied to change my name.
And I've done the wrong name.
I have made a typo. Help me, please. I can't believe I've done this. So at this point I had applied, but to make it official I needed a witness. Now this witness needed to be over 18 and not live at the same address as me. But this was no ordinary event. If I was changing my name to XÆA-Archangel 12, I needed to make a song and dance about it. And for that, I needed someone who was naturally talented, a showman, naturally witty, gorgeous. But none of my mates are like that, so I called on Max Fosh from the Max Fosh YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Name Change. I'm your host, Max Fosh. Today's contestant is one Zach Alsop. Actually, it's not Zach. What are you going to be going by now?
XÆA-Archangel 12.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. Zach Daniel Alsop. It's part of the history books. We remember.
Goodbye.
Zach Daniel Alsop.
Former self.
Former self.
Left in 2020.
Bye-bye. I will remember. What is your new signature?
I haven't worked it out yet.
Why don't you spin around 12 times?
That's a really good idea. Go. Sign it now.
I'm not happy with that signature actually.
Well, X is something you've got to live by.
XÆA-Xii.
So it's official. Zach Alsop was a thing of the past, and I had to tell my lovely parents who brought me into this world and named me what I had just done.
Hello? Hello, Steve. You don't know me, but first of all, nice to meet you. How's your day going so far?
I recognise you. You're the model about the concrete block.
That's me. I'm with your son. Now, did you name your son?
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name Zach?
Zach Daniel. Jack Daniels.
I have to say that your son is no longer called Zach Daniel. The son has legally, by deed poll, changed his name to XÆA-Archangel 12 Musk. So please welcome your child, X for short.
Hi.
Hi, X.
I just didn't know how you was going to feel about me getting rid of the second name, but it seems like you're happy.
Yeah, I don't care.
So with my parents weirdly understanding, my former self was in the history books, but this was the danger zone. The Caballerians had warned this would set the ground for confusion, and Harvard said that I'd be suffering from psychosis any minute now. Any big life change can cause disruption, but I was about to set things off on the right foot. Plus, I needed to do a bit of life admin. First, I needed a new bank card. See, what they've not done is done it correctly. Next, a new passport, A and the E together.
System no likey.
System no likey. Computer says no. I mean, I exist.
However, yeah, I know you exist. Unless you're the voices again.
And finally, an updated YouTube plaque. YouTube loves me. Surely they wouldn't mess this up. They've spelled it wrong. I've literally just realised they've spelled it wrong. I defo gave him the right fucking thing. So after that disaster, it was clear our current system was set up for discrimination. It was at this point I began to feel a certain level of responsibility for XÆA-Xii Archangel in America. It's hard to know what life's going to be like for him over there, but it was up to me to find out. If I could experience a life before him, then I could warn him of all the trials and tribulations that a name of this caliber could bring. I was doing this for X across the pond.
Do you have anything with names on it? Do you have XÆA-Xii Archangel 12 on it? No. It's quite upsetting, really. It's a terrible name. It's a nice name. I mean, you got a bad selection of stuff, but I like the compliment. So, with no prospect of me ever getting a tacky London-related souvenir with this name on, how about XÆA-Xii Archangel 12? No chance. No chance? I was feeling a little bit down. Usually a coffee would sort me out. At least a coffee couldn't disrespect my name. Hiya, how are you? Yeah, sure. It's XÆA-Xii Archangel 12. It's XÆA-Xii Archangel 12. It's Roman numerals. Double X. No, wrong. This was an outrage. The lack of respect on my name was in the souvenir shops and filtered up like overpriced filter coffee to the tax-avoiding corporations of the world. There was only one thing for it. I had to connect with the people. Like my gran always says, there's good in people. So it was time to figure out how I'd be received. Beautiful. I'm here at the Eiffel Tower after a long, exhausting day of being
outcast by society for changing my name.
I'm here to see now if any of the British public can get my new name correctly and there's money on the table. Let's see if this works. Ladies, have you got what it takes to win £5 this morning? I might just start pointing at people.
Are you doing this for college or something?
Mate, all you got to do is pronounce my name. Hang on. I've legally changed my name. All you need to do is pronounce my name correctly, my new name.
I don't understand. It's,
okay.
Maybe translator. Oh.
Have you got what it takes? That's not very confident. Let me hear you shout it.
Yes.
Louder. Yes!
Some shit.
Excuse me. What are we saying?
Yeah.
No.
No!
I don't know it's so hard.
It is hard. Maisie, in life, as you're growing up, things do get harder. Your life must be a lot of fun right now.
Not really. I got sent to the hospital at 8.
Oh no. Well, Maisie, unfortunately this video isn't about you and your problems. This is about XÆA-Xii Archangel 12 in America. This is for all the misnamed children of the world. Sorry. I'm gonna have to push you for time. Mix that all together. What do you get?
Stacey.
Stacey.
DR12.
DR12.
XII. XO-X2.
AZ2.
Say the first thing that comes to your head. Your husband's left you, by the way. He's long gone.
I quit, right?
Fuck off.
I quit. Are you joking?
No!
Oh, it's that! Oh, you little twat! Oh, I thought if I said Zach Alsop. XÆA-Xii Musk. Can I have a fiver anyway?
No. This was becoming hard to stomach. All the thoughts had rushed my head. The Cavallarians were right. This had set the grounds for confusion. This poor child was going to grow up in a confused world. Surely one of the world's smartest men would know this. I then asked this lovely man to play me a song to calm me down.
Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming?
This beautiful melody spoke to me in a way I'd not been spoken to since the name change. Just at the moment I was losing hope, it seemed Maisie had been there to pick me up again.
12. Yes!
There you go.
Yeah!
There was hope for the future. The children are the future. There is hope. Which got me thinking, what do kids do? Read. What will the other XÆA-Xii Archangel 12 be learning to do soon? Read. I needed to pass on this knowledge and enlightenment. I needed to write a book on how to navigate this world, not for anyone else, but for X across the pond. So that is what I did. Now, I'm no award-winning author, but over the space of 3 whole days, words poured away from my brain and onto the page. This video had started as a silly idea, but now the responsibility was overwhelming. Just the idea of a baby X taking in my wisdom was the greatest gift of all. I, as baby X's self-appointed role model, his guardian angel, his guardian high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft. And here we have it, a debut piece of self-help literature for baby X. But is it just for baby X? No way! The lessons I've learned through this experience are universal. We could all gain insight from my struggles. And on that note...
So this is meant to be the part of the video where Jay pushes me out the way and tells you to buy the book before popping champagne and ending the video. But annoyingly, that mic broke.
X literally writ the official autobiography for Archangel 12. It's a physical book that you can get. 8 lessons for life. Why must I suffer? We think we can make it a best-selling book on Amazon. Imagine the scenes, just imagine the scenes. It's a classic, an instant classic. Get involved, people, get involved.
Thank you for 2 years. We've got much, much more to come.
See you next week.